outside, obviously frightful in many parts of the country. So instead of working with cold, we decided to experiment with some heat on our Science Saturday segment. Mark is here. We're going to have some fun, aren't we?
Yeah, so in celebration of Snow Week, which is Arizona Science Center's annual winter event starting on Monday, we wanted to talk about cold, but we also want to talk about heat. So I want you guys to do me a favor. Go ahead and rub your hands together really quickly. How does that feel?
Warm.
Warm, right? Okay, now I want you to touch, each go ahead and touch one or both of your blocks. Which one feels colder?
Left.
Left.
The one on the left, right? Okay, cool. So now, we're going to try to melt ice on those. Which one do you think the ice is going to melt faster on?
The one that's
the warm one.
The one that's warm. Okay, so go
But
ahead,
it won't be that way.
go ahead and put a piece of ice on each of your blocks, and we're going to see what happens.
Okay. What are these blocks
this
made
one's
out of?
definitely
So what's going on?
faster.
Well, the cold is obviously melting faster, but
Yeah.
I can't tell you why.
So actually, all 4 blocks are actually the same temperature. They're all room temperature. But the one on your left feels colder because it has a high heat conductivity, which means it's able to let heat easily pass through.
Wait, if they're all the same blocks, how does this one have a
They're
higher?
not the same blocks.
Oh, I
They're,
thought
so
he's-
they're all the same temperature.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Got it.
So the
okay.
one on the left is made out of it's made out of aluminum, and aluminum has a really high heat conductivity, meaning it easily lets heat pass through it. That's why it's going to feel colder. It's pulling the heat from your hand out a lot faster than the block on the right.
Pretty neat. I like that. Okay.
So now let's talk about this part of our segment.
Mark is a little apprehensive of popping the balloons. He said he practiced last night. Gives him a little bit of anxiety.
All right, do you guys want to try it or show it?
Do you want us to wear goggles or
no, you're good.
do we not need
You don't
them?
need them. Yep. So go ahead and just hold
Yeah,
that right
you go
over the
ahead.
flame.
Why are you wearing them and we don't
Yeah,
have them?
that's why I'm like, do you want?
Go ahead and hold that right over the flame.
Okay, how close? Like that?
Down.
Oh, down. Whoa!
Instantly
I
pops,
jumped. I
right?
knew it was going to happen.
We were just talking about that. You know it's going to happen. So why is the flame going out?
So the flame's going out because the balloon is popping and all that air is rushing out, and it's actually blowing out that balloon. So let's try that one more time and see what happens. So now we're going to try it with these balloons, and you'll notice there's something inside of those balloons. It's a little bit heavier
I'm going to
than.
get my coat.
What's in here?
So that has water in
Am I
it.
going to get wet?
I don't want
You're
to pay
not.
for the dry cleaner.
So go ahead and just hold that right over that, and we're going to see if the same thing happens.
It's not going to pop. It's just going to smell like burning plaster.
It's not going to pop. Why do you think it's not popping?
Because the water is, I don't know why, but the water's doing something.
Yeah, the water is doing something. So water has a really low heat conductivity, which means it's really hard to change the temperature of water. That's why whenever you put water on the stove to boil, it takes a really long time. So because the water inside is keeping, it can't transfer heat as quickly, it's not going to pop.
So eventually, would this pop?
Once the water started to heat up enough, it would take a really, really long time.
How long?
Interesting. How long?
How long?
You want to stick around? Let's pop one more balloon.
One more balloon.
All right, so Arizona Snow Week, you mentioned, is taking place when?
So Snow Week takes place at Arizona Science Center December 26th through January 1st, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Are we scaring you? Sorry, Mark.
No, we're good. I'm good now. I practiced it.
Are you guys, you're not open this weekend, though, for the holidays, right?
So we are open today. We are not open tomorrow.
Okay, and Monday, because I know a lot of kids are off from school, so this is a good time to head over
Yep, great time for families to head out to Arizona Science Center and learn some hot and cold science.
and learn things that I didn't know. One more for Ty, one more for Ty.
Ah! Merry Christmas. We'll be right back. What's happening?
Try to turn it.
Oh, we got a dud. What was that?
That sums up the entire year, everyone. We'll be right back.